Hey everyone, Alphabet reported quarterly financial results roughly 1 week ago, and I've had time to digest those new numbers and create a new stock price prediction for Alphabet for 2024. Now, I'm going to be using several estimates and assumptions that were recently updated because of Alphabet's latest quarterly financial release, so those will be included in my stock price prediction here for 2024. So without further ado, let's take a look at my price forecast. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video. Moomoo is a trading platform that allows individuals to buy and sell stocks and other investments. I posted the link to Moomoo in the description below. If you use that link to sign up to Moomoo, it'll help support my channel, but more importantly, you can get special incentives for using my link, including up to extra 10 free stocks. All right, since I will be using the forward price to earnings ratio to make my stock price prediction, one of the things I'm going to need is Alphabet's earnings per share outlook for 2025. And according to Wall Street analysts that are following Alphabet stock, they think it's going to deliver earnings per share of $8.69 next year in 2025. That's up from about $8.50 they were expecting from Alphabet just 90 days ago. So throughout these previous 90 days, the analysts have become more optimistic about Alphabet stock in 2025. Another estimate I'm going to need to make my stock price prediction is Alphabet's forward price to earnings ratio, and it's currently trading at a forward PE of 19.87. I've said repeatedly how I've thought that this is a relatively cheap valuation for Alphabet stock, given its prospects, its profit margins, and its lucrative business model with strong competitive advantages. I've rated Alphabet stock as my top stock to buy in 2024 because of those factors. I'm also going to need Alphabet's current share price, which was $172.97 as of this recording. All right, so now that we've got the estimates and assumptions I'm going to use, we can go ahead and jump into my model that predicts Alphabet's stock price for 2024. The earnings per share estimate of $8.69 I got from Yahoo Finance, where I showed you to begin the video. The forward PE ratio of 19.87 I got from Y charts, where we noticed that's what Alphabet stock price is currently trading at. So if all else remains the same and its forward PE stays the same and its earnings per share stay the same, Alphabet stock price could end the year at $172.67. And that's surprisingly close to the current share price of $172.97. Given that close match, you can see how the market prices stocks, right? They incorporate the forward earnings per share expectations and they get the current PE, and they bring the two together to trade the stock at a reasonable valuation. That's why you see typically when I make these stock price predictions, the stock prices are trading right about where they should be trading at given their expectations and given the valuation multiples. So if Alphabet stock price is to be different than where it's currently at, something has to change. Either the forward PE multiple has to change or the earnings per share expectations have to change. If the forward PE multiple increases to 22, that would mean the stock price could end the year at $191 per share. If the forward PE were to increase to 25, the stock price could rise to $217 per share. However, if the forward PE were to fall to 15, then the stock price could fall to $130 per share. You might say, well, what would cause the forward PE to fall all the way to 15? Well, one reason would be the launch of Search GPT, as ChatGPT has announced, and great success in large language models taking market share away from Google Search, which is its number one risk at the moment, losing market share from Google Search to some of these large language models, including OpenAI, including search engines launched by large language model providers like OpenAI. So if that opportunity actually comes to fruition and OpenAI does take market share away from Google, then that would certainly cause the forward PE multiple to decrease. Now, That is, if they take more market share than is already expected in the market, in the valuation, it's already incorporated into Alphabet's forward PE of just 19.87. One of the reasons it's trading at such a cheap valuation is because the market and market participants and Wall Street analysts already expect Alphabet to lose some market share to OpenAI and others with large language models and enhanced search engines that will now encroach on Google's lead in that market, on Google's dominance in that market. So those expectations are already baked into Alphabet's price. It's no secret that there are these models coming out and there are these search engines coming out that could take market share away from Alphabet. That's widely known in the market, and that's why you see the valuation down. What are some factors that could cause the forward PE multiple to rise? One factor would be a decrease in the Federal Reserve's central bank's interest rate. They have indicated that they are going to lower interest rates sometime this year, maybe at their next meeting in September, maybe at the following meeting. Regardless, they have indicated that the next move is lower, and lower interest rates usually leads to higher stock valuation multiples. The reason for that is because with lower interest rates, the alternative, the opportunity cost of capital decreases. So investors looking out into the market, they notice lower interest rates where they place their money. Let's say you're thinking about investing in government bonds. Well, if interest rates are lower, instead of getting a 5% yield on your bond investment, you might only get a 4% yield or a 3% yield. And that makes bonds relatively less attractive compared to stocks. And so the price people are willing to pay for stocks increases as bond yields decrease because there is less of an alternative or a less attractive alternative. Another factor that could cause Alphabet stock price to increase or stock price multiple to increase is if its AI models start gaining traction and pushing back on all of these competitors and really establishing its dominance in search and establishing its dominance in artificial intelligence. That would cause the PE multiple to rise. All that being said, where do I see Alphabet stock price at the end of the year? At which point, at what multiple do I think the stock price falls? I think the stock price multiple falls in the range somewhere between 22 and 24 or 21 and 24, and a stock price of somewhere between $190 per share to $200 per share by the end of this year, which would be a nice increase from the current share price of $173 per share, especially considering that Alphabet is on the lower end of the risk spectrum when you're considering the riskiness of stocks in the market. So that being said, I think the midpoint of Alphabet's stock price target for 2024 could be $195 per share. But remember, do your own due diligence before making purchases of any stocks. And also don't forget to take advantage of that bonus when you use my link to sign up to Moomoo. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.